Today we have someone special with us. She is 19 times winner on the Indian Tour and Order of Merit winner on WGAI. She had held LET full card in 2017, also known as Trips on the tour. Please welcome one and only Miss Neha Tripathi.
Hi everybody. Hi Anup.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah, same here. And let me tell you that you are the first lady golfer on our podcast.
Yay.
And I'm pretty excited.
So am I. I'm looking forward to this.
So, you started playing golf at the age of 11.
Yeah.
What drew you towards golf?
Honestly, my dad had just gotten posted from Lansdowne, which is a hill station in Uttarakhand. And I had picked up golf over there just as a hobby. Mostly because my dad used to, my dad had put me into tennis, and I kind of hated that sport because it had so much of running involved that when I started, playing golf with him, or like when he took me to the golf course, it was more of, this is an old man sport, but I kind of love it. The fact that I just had to stand, walk, and then just play 18 holes. It was something that drew me a lot. And then I only started my journey as a proper golfer, as a junior amateur, when I turned 16 and my dad got posted to Calcutta. Sure, I mean, you've known me since I was in Meerut.
Yeah,
I was 13, 14 at that time.
Fond memories practicing and playing golf with Neha in Meerut. And
Anup was very serious, guys. He was very serious.
Now I'm opposite. That time I was serious, as she's saying, but now I'm too funny.
So
be the one.
I used, for me at that time, playing in Meerut was also more of a hobby. I only got serious when I went to Calcutta and I got exposed to the golfing culture per se, because junior golf was booming and I got introduced into playing into the junior tour events and the ladies amateur events. So I started playing from there. And
amazing. That's a great journey to hear about.
Thank
you. When you started playing competitive golf at age of 16, what was the mental shift that happened?
I actually enjoyed traveling a lot. That was always something that I wanted to do. If not a golfer, I probably would have been a pilot. So the fact that, I got to travel in all over India, apart from the fact that because dad was serving in the army, I anyway saw a lot of places there. Now I was getting exposed to making new friends on tour. The mental shift was just, I was always a competitor. So even when I was playing tennis as a 10, 11 year old, I always had that drive in me that I wanted to win. So that drive finally came together in golf, because then things started coming up together for me, and once I started doing better on tour, everything just fell into place.
And day by day, when you played competitive golf, you kept getting stronger, and how to work around mentally and technically sound as well while playing the competition.
Yeah, I got to work with Mr. Romit Bose, who was my first coach, and then I got selected into an army camp called Mission Olympics, where Anitya sir then became my coach. I worked with Anitya sir for almost 10 years, and I think we were able to figure out a lot of the golfing basics by then, and then the switch later on in professional journey came with Jesse sir in 2016, and I've been with him since then. But yeah,
you won multiple junior events. You won this East India, Northern India, and Madras Ladies.
Yes,
and that was some epic victories you have had in your career.
Thank you.
What these victories meant to
you? Winning the East India Championship in Calcutta was huge because it was a home event. I grew up playing in Tolly and Royal, and then my dad was there for a couple of years. I ended up staying back because of other postings. So it was huge, as I was a home favorite over there, so to have won it over there was amazing. Then Madras Ladies Open was just a byproduct of just winning, of working really hard, and then I got that victory. Northern India Ladies Open was the victory in DGC, and it's just like a feather in cap to win in that golf course.
Yeah, that's one of the elite victories to win something in DGC.
I remember I shot a 600 round in the final day to come back from 5 shots behind, to come back from 5 shots. And it was huge. For me as a junior at the age of 17, if I'm not wrong, it was quite a lot of.
It's a big fight back. Maybe last day you are trailing by 5 shots.
Yeah.
And then shooting a 6 under. That means something. And
one
Who
of my
was-
best rounds as a teenager or like as a junior at that time. So it meant a lot, and I still see my name in the ladies in the DGC locker rooms and stuff. So just to see your name in one of the boards, it's huge.
It's a big
So
thing.
it's kind of nice, yeah.
And who was the player who was leading after the?
Gurbani.
Oh, Guru.
Home favorite. So another thing, it got really, it just meant a lot. It was a lot sweeter for I beat Gurbani at her home club.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean Gurbani, Gauri, everybody was ahead of me that week.
Yeah.
So it was pretty awesome.
This basically the victory becomes bigger because
Yeah.
someone who was favorite and everybody was supporting them
Sorry.
for the win, and you fought and won it.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
Thank you.
So you are just about to win All India Ladies Amateur.
Yeah.
And I think you finished runner up.
Yes.
So any learnings which you had from that tournament?
Yeah, it was all about staying patient. I played with one of the best golfers at that time, Shreya Ghai. She had won a lot of events. She also went for the Asian Games the year after that, if I'm not wrong. And I remember we played 31 holes, and the only thing I took back from that event was how patient she was throughout as compared to me. I also remember in 31 holes I hit 21 bunkers. It also helped me build my bunker play after that, because I was just like, this is one part of my game which really lacks confidence and needed work. So yeah, those things I took from it.
So that tournament was like a bunker practice
bunker
session
practice
for you.
session, yes.
But you made a lot of up and downs.
I made a lot of up and downs, but I also missed a lot, which is why I was like, it should have never come down to this. Oh, actually, I lost on the 34th hole, not the 31st. 34th.
34th hole.
On the 16th hole, I lost. Or like 34th.
So, with 19 times you have won on the tour, what consistency means to you?
I think it all comes down to enjoying the game and being really, really patient. Those 19 victories have come over a long period of time. I remember the last 3 victories that I had were in 2023. They came after a gap of 4 years. And I mean, as a golfer, I think I probably hit my lowest when, forget about going and playing in Europe. I wasn't being able to win an event in India, leave alone come even in the top 3 at that point of time. So I was really struggling, and I think
the struggle was basically the flaw in the swing, or was it?
No, it was
you
all
were dealing with
mental.
injuries.
Mental. It was just mental.
Okay, it was a mental block at that time.
I just couldn't get out of it till things started moving, and I started working with the psychologist in Bangalore. I've been working with this team for a while now, and I think they were able to get me out from whatever was going on in life at the right time.
That's
Pulled me
good.
at the right time.
And with your experience, what would you like to say to all the budding golfers? How important is the psychological part of becoming a professional golfer, and how to deal with it?
So for golfers who are just about starting their journey, and especially the young ones who start off very early, it's very important to just enjoy. I mean, get competitive, get serious about trying to be better than what you were the previous day. But if you don't enjoy it, if you don't love coming back to the golf course to become a better version of yourself every day, it only gets tougher and tougher. You'll hate this sport a lot more than you will love it. You just got to keep reminding yourself why you're doing this. And I think that's what really changed for me. And even now, we spoke earlier about how I wanted to take a break and all that. I think I went away from enjoying it and loving it, and just loving the travel bit also, to just getting into that mode of, I need to win, I need to compete on a better level, I need to be better than XYZ golfer, and that just got to me so much that now I'm back on the track of everything will happen at its own pace. Just go out there and do what you can do.
Give your best and enjoy the sport.
Yes.
And the destiny will do its course.
Yes.
So when we have talked about your fight backs, your struggles with the game, let's talk about that 10 under round which you had in ITC.
Yes.
That's, I think, people just dream of. It's not easy to shoot 10 under.
Yeah.
So what was what happened that day that made you shoot that big round, big -10 number?
I had zoned out completely. I think I was just in that space of loving it a lot. Everything just fell, like it just felt like it just ended up being together. Everything came together. I was playing the round with Twesa and Amandeep, and the good part was that there are a lot of players where if you are having a really good round, let's say you made 4 birdies in a row, they'll be like, oh, part 2, like 4 birdies in a row, wow, killing it. It gets to you. Yeah. It really gets to you, because then you're trying to tell yourself, oh, I've made 4, I can do better.
I want to make another 2 or 3.
Yes, right? And with Amandeep and Twesa, it was so normal. It just felt like I was playing a practice round of golf. Like we were cheering each other for the birdies that all of us made. Not once did I feel like I was shooting that number. Only on the 18th is when I realized. I was talking to my caddy and I was like, dude, what is our score for today? And he was like, don't worry about it. And then I was like, okay, let me just count back, because I thought I was at 6, but I was at 8.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, we're 8 under par. And then he's like, yeah, it's okay. Just hit the ball on the green. And, on the par 5, I'd hit my 3-wood to the back left flag to 6 feet. And I've looked at him and I was like, dude, we can crack the 62 today. And that was the first time in the entire round when my hand started shaking. Right. And I was like, oh my God, is it for a 62? He's pulled me out of it. Yeah. And he's told me, whether you shoot a 62 or a 63 today, you've played an amazing round of golf. Nobody has played that round in your tour in a really long time. So that itself is a huge deal. And with that, I was so calm. I've just made that putt, no qualms, nothing about it. Like I was really, really calm after that. And it just felt great. And honestly, it was the company that kept me going.
Yeah. So that means the caddy has a huge role.
The caddy has a huge role. Neither did my playing partners nor did my caddy make me ever feel like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, this is amazing. They were just like, it's a normal round of golf. You're making birdies, good for you.
So it didn't get to your head.
No.
You kept focused shot by shot.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I was very
calm.
It's
a big achievement to shoot -10 in one round of golf, and I would like to congratulate her again.
Thank you.
I think another -10 and -11 is coming soon. Be the one.
Be the one. I was just gonna say it.
Your 2023 comeback, where you had impressive 3 wins.
Yeah.
What had actually clicked and changed technically or mentally?
I think mentally it was more about letting go. I just let go of what happened in the last 4 years, and I had a really good chat with my coach, Jesse sir, and he also told me the same thing. I was also dealing with a bunch of injuries, and it's always been my lower back which has been been a point of concern. So after having a good, I want to say mid-season break, which happens for us in April and May, mentally and technically I was in the the framework of my mind was mostly about just going out there and sticking to the process. And I think I worked a lot harder with my psychologist at that time on just fixing my pre-shot routine, fixing my processes, fixing what is a switch on and what's a switch off, what happens if I've hit a bad shot, what happens if I've hit a good shot. So like everything was very calculative in that regard. But it was also more about just letting go of everything that had happened in the past.
Yep. Yeah. That's nice. So, and your comeback was impressive. Plus, I think it gives hopes to you as a player that yes, I can do it, and what you have done in past.
Yeah.
And it's been a story which is, I think, inspiration for a lot of budding golfers who look at you as a pro golfer. And when you were talking about injuries, so I just had a question on that you had these recurring back injuries which you faced during your career.
Yeah.
How you approached it, and what you changed in your training sessions?
So some of the injuries happened because I overdid it in the gym. I was just trying to break my personal records and try to be, I don't know what
so you were also breaking records in the gym as well.
I don't know what I was trying to do. I was just like, oh yeah, if we can deadlift this much today, a month from now we'll deadlift a lot more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I just started understanding that, body is a temple. You can't be pushing it to extreme limits. You've got to respect the recovery bit of it. I happened to work with some really good physios. I worked with Mr. Gaurav in Chandigarh. He's part of the Chandigarh. He's with the Gujarat Titan team. So, he had a really good idea about what I was dealing with.
Yep.
And I spent a lot of time doing rehab under him. Another thing that he would always tell me was that grounding really helps. So when I got injured 3 years ago, he told me to actually just go to the park and walk bare feet on the ground, apart from my rehab exercises. So I would spend a lot of time just walking on grass.
How does it help?
Apparently it has something to do with the magnitude or like something with the earth. It's about earthing yourself. Like there's a lot of chat about it. I don't know what the science behind it is, but it kind of really helps.
So it's basically you're trying to get close to the Mother Earth.
Yeah.
And she gives it back to you.
And she gives it back to you in every good way. And then last year I started working with the team in Bangalore, Invictus, and now these physios have been working with me on my back. It's a little different. They have a little different, vision to it.
Yeah.
So that, like, honestly, my back has gotten worse than what it was. Like last year was really, really bad. So they were like, okay, we're going to approach it in a very different way than what has been done all these years. And touch wood, so far, I've played 4 events, no pain. We're on the right track.
No pain, only gain happening.
Yes.
That's why I said, buddy.
Yeah.
So the next question is like, under the pressure when you play your round, when maybe you're leading or you are in the leader group, what do you rely more on? Your driver, irons or putter?
Putter. It has changed for me. It used to be my driver and now it's my putter. I rely the most on that.
So I think I have heard a lot of professional players, even myself when I used to play, we sometimes kind of neglect putting. But if you see the putter itself, if you have 18 regulations and do 2 putts, half the strokes are of putter.
Yeah, that's true.
And if she is relying on putter, then she's deadly. When the irons are, she's striking well and making a lot of regulations.
Yeah, I think I've been doing a bit of everything. I might not have sank enough putts in the last couple of events that I've played, but I also have sank some really long putts. So I know it just comes down to that in the end, and I've gotten a lot more comfortable with it now.
So now we are heading to a rapid fire round.
Yes, let's go.
You charged up?
Yes, Anup.
Be the one then.
Be the one.
Favorite golf course in India?
KGA.
Why so?
My first professional victory came there.
Amazing. One international course you dream of playing?
Augusta National. Yeah.
It's my dream too. I think we should fulfill our dreams.
Please call us, please.
Please. Driver or putter? I think you've answered that.
I mean, putter.
To describe your competitor who is very fierce if you are maybe tied in lead.
So this year I've had the privilege of playing with Ridhima in the events that she won.
Yeah.
She has been very calm. Very calm. And then I have the competitor in the form of Vani Kapoor.
Yeah.
Vani is fierce. She's fierce.
Okay.
When she's chasing something, it's in her eyes. You can tell it.
She goes for the kill.
She goes for the kill.
But when both of them play, like when you were playing the 3 ball,
I've not played with both of them together.
Okay, but if we talk about both of them separately, so they have different personality. What I feel is one is more talkative, or is she different on the golf course?
Yeah, Vani can be in her own zone when she's playing. When she's playing a tournament where she's leading. Of course, if there's a huge lead, there's banter on the golf course. We're all talking to each other. I mean, I don't know what to say because I'm the one who chats the most. So even if I'm playing with Ridhima or I'm playing with Vani, I'm just like, yeah, guys, okay, tell me what's up.
That's nice. You try and maybe lighten it up and crack some jokes.
Yeah.
And that's nice. And out of these two, if you would want to select one, who would be more aggressive and lethal if you are tied up for lead maybe?
Oh, how to select who to choose?
Or maybe not even them. If you want to take one name,
Yeah.
who you would say the most toughest competitor you have played with?
I would say Vani. Vani. Yeah. I mean, it's just that, even when I've played so much golf with Ridhima, even when she's leading, she's just like, it's so calm around her. You're just like, yeah, okay, we're chatting.
Yeah.
I'm hitting good shots, she's hitting good shots. Everyone's complimenting each other. Sure, there will be times when you're in your own space. But with Vani, it just gets very, I don't want to get into her space, she's going for it.
Yeah.
And then you just got to compete with that.
And in that way, you also end up shooting a lot of birdies.
Yes. I mean, the one good thing I've seen is, because we've all been playing together for so many years now, we all have that factor where we all complement good golf. We're all rooting for each other while competing with each other. I will not want you to make a bogey or mess it up. Even if someone's in trouble, I'd want to say it for pretty much everybody. We're all trying to help out the other person while trying to do better than what the others are. But we're never, out there to kill each other personally. It's a healthy competition.
It's like a true
Competition.
sportsmanship.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the course snack, what would be your favorite on the course snack?
I've started eating the whole truth bars, the protein bars. Apart from that, dry fruits, just nuts on the golf course. Yeah.
Any suggestion to budding young golfers what they should not miss to carry in the golf set while playing a tournament?
Carry your electrolytes, very, very important now that the summer is approaching. It is going to be a game changer. Make sure that you have nuts. They could be roasted with a pinch of sea salt or rock salt, whatever helps you. And I think those snacks are good enough. I used to eat a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when I was growing up. So you could eat that also.
That helps you, I think.
And banana, of course.
Banana, yeah.
That's one fruit you've got to have.
Yeah, that basically energizes you and
Yes,
boosts you and
yes.
make sure that you keep going with your driver and irons and keep finding the flags. Be the one. Yeah, so with the rise of IGPL, what are your thoughts on how it has changed the picture of golf in India?
When it comes to women becoming a part of the IGPL, I think it's been a huge breakthrough for all of us, because now we're not just competing with guys, but we're also playing for a bigger, higher purse, and we've been given an equal opportunity to go out there and try winning the event. Kudos to Pranavi for that. She actually ended up making that happen, and it's awesome that
That's a history made. I think first time a woman golfer winning
a mixed event.
Mixed event.
Exactly. So it goes on to also show that girls are not that far behind. So I think one is that I'm grateful that IGPL actually included the women to come and be a part of the tour. I also think that what they're doing on grassroots levels, we spoke about this a little while before, that going and introducing to the game to different schools and making it available to kids who are just about starting their journeys, right? They could be, you just have to pick up one sport, and why not golf? I think we need that kind of what's the word for it?
The platform.
The platform, yeah. And it's a great platform to get people to notice the sport, and also especially kids. When I was a junior, or when I started playing golf, when I turned professional, we were a handful of women in the country. We were 12 or 14. Now it's 60 of us. There are 60 registered pros in the women's tour this year. A lot of the girls have also gone to do college golf. So, you're expected another, let's say 15, 20 of them to come back and play in India or overseas, So I think it's growing, and what better way to actually promote the sport than to introduce it to different schools. And I think IGPL is doing a great job by doing that stuff. You are doing a great job by being a part of it. Be the one.
Buddy. So kudos to Neha that she has been a great sportsman throughout her career, and she has joined IGPL.
Thank you.
And I am fortunate enough, I would say, to have her on podcast today, and we are having a good talk about
Yes.
the sport, and maybe people who are watching, kids, they can get some good learning from it. And as you, how would you basically approach for a individual format where you like play in WGI versus a team format in IGPL? Would your strategy change for this?
Yeah, I think when you come together to play golf as a team, you've also got to understand, what the other players in the team bring to the table. What are their
Perspectives.
not just perspective, but also what are their strong points, right? So I could be a good putter, but if it's a team based event, then I need to understand if someone's better than me, then maybe they could like get onto
They
that
should
bit
get
of
the
it.
chance
Yeah,
to, yeah.
as compared to an individual part of it where you're just one man army.
Yeah.
Here you've got to
So
discuss
yeah, so I
and
think
strategize.
it also prepares you mentally that it's always not about yourself,
Yes, of course.
and it's
Sometimes
to,
you got to put your ego aside.
yeah, and you have to think for the team, maybe
Yeah.
lead the team by an example if possible. If somebody is playing good that week, maybe give them a chance.
Of course, yeah.
And I think it will also help you to become a better human being. What
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
I am trying to still become a good human being. Hopefully, after this podcast, I'll change a bit. And my last question would be how it is going to help these young golfers who just turn professional from amateurs or who are still amateurs. They are getting a chance to play with the legends on the tour, and being that part of the maybe the 3 ball
Yeah.
going into the final round.
Yeah.
So I think how you feel it's preparing them for the big stage.
I think the couple of events, or I think I majorly played in some 6 or 7 events last year. The groupings in the first day at least was, one legend was always with somebody who's a junior or an amateur. And I mean, just playing a round of golf, you learn so much from them. You don't even have to talk, you just have to observe, right? Talking about, let's say, for example, Jeeves, we've all seen, he might not have the most perfect swing, but he has made sure that swing works for him in the best possible way.
Yeah,
and he was, he was one of the highest ranked Indian golfers back in the day, and he's just won the IGPL event last year. The last event of the season goes on to show that no matter how old you get or how much time how much time you've spent in the game or who you're competing with,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's perseverance, discipline, and just staying patient, right?
And I think the class is permanent.
And yeah, of course, class is permanent, right? So, I mean, you see him. I've had the opportunity to actually watch Jyoti. You've seen Jyoti, right?
Yeah,
we
I've
watched
seen,
him play
yeah,
in
Meerut.
Meerut.
Yeah, I've seen him hitting
I mean,
balls.
it used to be a treat watching him hit balls.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same. There's nothing that has changed. And then you have Gaganjeet Bhullar, who is coming and beating the kids back in blue on the tour.
He's on a roller coaster. Started the season with a win. And
Started the season with a win.
Gags.
Yeah, he's had a phenomenal year last year, not just
Yeah.
on IGPL, but even on the Asian Tour. He's a legend in his own ways, right? I think the kids just, even if you get to have like 5 minutes of a chat with them after the round, they're always ready to help you. You could get onto those nitbits and add it to your game, whether it's psychologically, technically, or, in whatever other way possible. It's huge. It's huge that they're a part of it.
I think you don't get a chance even to maybe communicate with them otherwise on the tour, and IGPL has I think turned the tables, and it's given huge opportunity to all the young golfers. They can interact, they can play and learn a lot, and come on IGPL, you are the one.
I also had, I had the opportunity of playing with Gaurav sir last year in a couple of events, and he told me about and I was just chatting with him, being me, and getting a glimpse onto his journey on tour and how long he's been a professional golfer. he could see me struggling, and all he had to tell me was, Neha, just enjoy it. Keep knocking on the door, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think certain words, certain statements from all these guys just stick with you, and you're like, yeah, I just got to keep believing in myself, and I know I'm not far off. So things like that, you just got to go talk to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are always ready to help.
So we have come to the conclusion of the wonderful podcast, and I would like to ask you, what message would you like to give to all the girls in the country who aspire to become a professional golfer like you?
Keep at it, fight all the odds. It's a really amazing sport to be a part of. You see so many good things. Of course, golf in its own ways will give you a lot of highs and a lot of lows. But it's a great sport to be a part of, and come watch, learn, speak to people who you admire, or speak to other professional golfers who you've been watching for a while. They all will only have great things to say to you, good advices to give. So just come and be a part of it.
That's amazing. And lastly, I would like to thank Neha that she took out the precious time. She came by, and it was a great talk, good insights, and good learnings for everyone, for myself as well. Good luck for your coming season.
Thank you so much.
And
I had a pleasure being here.
let's see you winning very soon.
Yes.
Come on, Neha.
Birdie.